In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to customize the content of a web page using a hash in the page URL. The site I'm building already has a promotional section that I would like to show to new customers that visit the page with a URL that contains a custom hash value. For anyone else visiting the page, I want this section to be hidden. To do that, I'll start by giving this section a recognizable ID. I'm also going to hide this section across all breakpoints by clicking the eye symbol within the visibility options. Now I'm going to head up to the main menu and open the Interaction Manager. I'll click the plus button in the top right corner to create a new interaction and give it a name. Next, I'm going to click the settings icon and begin constructing the functionality of my custom interaction. The first rule I'm going to add is an if statement. I'll leave the first drop-down on URL. I'll change the second drop-down to hash. And in the input field, I'm going to enter a custom hash value. It's worth noting you can use pretty much any text string as a hash. However, in this scenario, it makes sense to tie it in with the marketing purpose. So I'm going to use the hash new customer, taking care to start it with a hash symbol. Within this if statement, I'm going to insert a toggle visibility rule, and in the input field, I'll enter the ID that I assigned to the promotional block. If you are not sure how this interaction works, let me explain. When this custom interaction is triggered, it will check the current page URL. If that URL contains the hash new customer, it will toggle the visibility of the hidden promotional block section at the top of the page. The last thing I need to do is set the trigger for my custom interaction. To do that, I'll open Page Settings and assign my interaction to be triggered when the page loads using the relevant dropdown. It's time to check the functionality of this custom interaction. To do that, I'll use the Preview in Browser option, as I would like to adapt the URL in real time in order to demonstrate how the interaction works. I'll right-click the Preview button and select a browser to preview in. As you can see, the promotional section at the top of the page is initially hidden. That's because the URL does not contain the new customer hash. However, if I manually adapt the URL and reload the page, the promotional section is now visible. This means if I share the page URL that includes the hash with potential new customers, they will get a custom experience, but only if they visit via that shared URL. General visitors to the page will not see this promotional section as the hash will not be present. This type of interaction is great for marketing purposes, allowing you to customize the content of a web page based on the structure of a URL. Well, that wraps up another tutorial. See you next time.